Once Upon the Nile is the study of the story of Musa alaihissalam as mentioned in the Quran. Musa alaihissalam has been mentioned over 130 times in the Book of Allah. And there is no other prophet who has been mentioned in the Quran as often as Musa alaihissalam has been mentioned, and whose story, whose life and times are mentioned in as much detail as that of Musa alaihissalam. And so Imam al-Suyuti says that it is as if the entire Quran has been dedicated to Musa alayhi, because he is mentioned throughout the Quran in both Makki surahs as well as the Madani surahs, those that were revealed before the Prophet ﷺ migrated to Medina and those that were revealed afterwards. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala draws our attention to the life and times of Musa alayhi repeatedly. 2 times in the Quran, Allah asks His Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam, "Hal ataka hadithu Musa, wa hal ataka hadithu Musa," that has the news of Musa alayhi salam reached you? And this shows us how relevant the life and times of Musa alayhi salam are to us, and how necessary it is for us to reflect upon his life and derive lessons from it. We see that in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions the story of Musa alayhi salam in great length. So we see that his birth, his early years are mentioned, his strength and his youth are mentioned, how he stood up for justice and how he had to pay such a huge price for that, how he had to flee to Madian, and then, how he got married over there, how he received prophethood, and then how he went and delivered the message to Pharaoh, his face-off with the magicians, and then finally the exodus of Bani Israel from Egypt, and then the post-exodus times, with the Bani Israel. They're also mentioned in so much detail in the Quran, how Musa alayhi salam was with the Bani Israel, guiding them out of ignorance, and then of course his journey of knowledge with khidr and much more. Now we see that Musa alayhi salam was sent to the most tyrannical king and the most oppressive people, Firaun and his establishment. And simultaneously, Musa alayhi salam was also sent to the most difficult nation to teach and guide, the Bani Israel. And this is what makes Musa alayhi salam one of the best prophets of Allah, from the Ulul Azm, those of determination. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honored him. He was Kalimullah, meaning the one whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke with directly. And he was indallahi wajiha, someone who was very, very honorable near Allah. He is the one who led the Bani Israel out of slavery to freedom, out of darkness into light. So through the study of the life of Musa alayhi salam, insha'Allah, we will learn to appreciate the wisdom of Allah in putting nations and individuals to trial. And we will also appreciate how the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes. Through the study of the life of Musa alayhi salam, we will also develop a greater understanding of how systems of oppression work and how they are dismantled also. Inshallah, we will also draw lessons of strength, resilience, and fortitude in the face of trials, all while reflecting on the Quran.